Hey, what's up? It's Patrick, and welcome to my guide to rocking out with my you-know-what out on RuneScape 3. On screen right now is everything you need to prepare yourself for this quest. There are several things I want to point out about the item list. Most of the items you need are untradeable, so if you need help on where to get them, I wrote all that info down in the description below. These items also should have been obtained from previous quests, so you might already have them. You should actually check your bank for them first before trying to get them back, as you may not be able to get another one if you already have it. One last thing, to start the quest, do not bring anything except the Book of Piracy. They make you bank everything 3 steps into the quest, so yeah, that's just a waste of time. If you want to get the stuff later, I'll put up the item list again. Anyways, feel free to pause this if you need it, as I'm going to get into the guide now. This video is brought to you by the awesome members of my Patreon. If you want access to some exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Enjoy the video, everyone. To start the quest, you need to go to the island of Mostly Harmless, and if you do not know how to get there, I'll show you an easy way to do so by going to the southern part of the Port Khazard docks, shown by a yellow marker on this map. By the way, you'll be going to both Mostly Harmless and Port Khazard a lot throughout this quest, so it would help to have the Port Khazard lodestone unlocked or the captain's log handy, but not right now because you're not supposed to have anything on you besides the Book of Piracy. Anyways, feel free to pause this if you need it, as I'm going to continue the guide now. To get to Mostly Harmless, take a charter ship there by simply clicking on an NPC with a charter option, then selecting Mostly Harmless. Once on Mostly Harmless, go to the clothing store. Right click Mike behind the counter, choose trade, and you need to buy 3 pieces of a pirate outfit. It could be any color, but they have to use the bandana, shirt, and leggings. Put on the pirate outfit and head to the boat on the northern part of the dock. Cross the gangplank to get on the boat, find Bill Teach, speak to him, select option 1, speak about rocking out, then accept the quest. If you need the Book of Piracy, you can speak to him again and select option 2, talk about something else, and you can close out a conversation once you get the book. Head to the customs office in the southeastern corner of Remington. You can easily get near there by using the Port Khazard lodestone. Read the notices on the wall outside the building, and you want to take note of what this says because it's not the same for everyone. Maybe you want a screenshot or something so you can reference it later. You're then going to speak to the customs sergeant, select option 1 to say I'm a mighty pirate. You then have to prove to him you're a pirate by answering his questions. The questions will vary because they're based on what it says on the notice. He'll try to trick you using that information, so you may actually want to read what he's asking you. For example, he might ask you about a particular ship. Where he'll try to trick you is regarding whether that ship sunk or not, and he'll pretend the opposite happened. Or maybe he'll act like that ship was a pirate ship but is really one of their ships. Those are just a couple examples, but I'm sure there's more. If you get anything wrong, you can keep trying. The info on the notice doesn't change. If done correctly, he'll say that he's arresting you. Be sure to finish the dialogue. After you finish the conversation where he says he's arresting you, you need to take off everything you're wearing, right click the locker, and choose deposit all. This only deposits the items in your inventory, that's why you need to take everything off first. After depositing everything, speak to the customs sergeant to be sent to prison. Once in prison, shout through the barred window to your east. Pick up the tin cup in your cell and use it on the cell door 3 times, finishing all dialogue until heavy-handed Harry throws stew at you, which will turn your top into a fishy prison uniform top. Right-click the pipes on the east wall and choose Tap to receive a pipe. Shout through a cell door multiple times until you receive quill, paper, and an ink bottle. Leave your cell through the hole and search the rubble to the west to receive a broken accordion. Use the ink bottle on the paper to receive inky paper. Go to the eastern side of the building and use the ink bottle on the sharp rock to get a smash bottle. Use a smash bottle on the accordion to make a hole in it. Use the pipe on the accordion to combine them. Use the inky paper on the accordion to get a vacuum pump. Go to the northern side of the building outside the cell and use the fishy prison uniform top on the perch rock. Wait for a seagull to appear and use your vacuum pump on the perch rock with the seagull on it. Use the vacuum pump and gull on the barred window inside your cell to the east, then finish the dialogue. Head to the eastern side of the island to the pier. Click on the pier, then select option 1, dive. Go to any bank, take out the items that you need, so 2 bronze wires, the 3 pieces of pirate clothing you bought earlier, diving apparatus, fishbowl helmet, a Ghostspeak amulet or Cramulet if you don't already have the ability to speak to ghosts through completion of the hard Morytania diary. Once you have all your items, go to Braindeath Island. You can get there by going to the area northeast of Port Khazard by teleporting there using an ectofile, running from the canvas lodestone. You can also take a charter ship to Port Khazard from Port Sarum. Right-click Pirate Pete and choose Quick Travel to go to Braindeath Island. Go west, speak to Captain Braindeath, select option 1, talk about rocking out. He'll give you 5 items. They're like fake mustaches for disguises you'll use later. Head to the bar in the northern part of Port Sarum. Speak to the bartender and select option 2, ask about rum. Speak to bartender and select option 3, I'll have a drink and you have one too. You're going to do that a total of 5 times. You get a beer in your inventory each time, which is a good way to keep count, but you don't need the beers, this is just to get him drunk. Now you're going to go outside, put on one of the disguises, it doesn't matter which one, go back inside, speak to the bartender again, and select option 2, ask about rum. You're going to repeat this with each of the 5 disguises. You must step outside each time to put on a new disguise. After you cycled through all 5 disguises and spoke to him each time, step outside one more time, take off your current disguise, go in, speak to the bartender again, and select option 2, ask about rum to receive an order slip. Step outside the bar, speak to Redbeard Frank, and select option 3, speak about rocking out. Go to Mostly Harmless, you can take the charter ship in the southern part of the Port Khazard docks. Head to the area right outside the dock. Speak to Brother Tranquility and select option 3, talk about the letter for Frank. Go back to Redbeard Frank at Port Khazard. Speak to Redbeard Frank and select option 3, speak about rocking out. Make sure you have the 3 pieces of pirate clothing on you and head back to Braindeath Island. Right click Pirate Pete and choose Quick Travel. Go west, speak to Captain Braindeath, select option 1, talk about rocking out to receive his mark. Put on the 3 pieces of pirate clothing. Go to the southern side of the building and climb down the wooden stairs. Head a bit more south and speak to Captain Donnie to get plans. Go northwest to where 50% Luke is. Open a gate and finish the dialogue to get through. Search the crates to the west to receive charcoal, then open a gate to get back to the other side. Use the charcoal on 50% loot to get a charcoal rubbing. Go back to Redbeard Frank at Port Khazard. Speak to Redbeard Frank and select option 3, speak about rocking out to get Frank's mark. Go to mostly harmless. Head to Bill T's ship on the northern part of the docks. Cross the gangplank. Speak to Bill Teach and select option 1, speak about rocking out. Cross the gangplank to get off the ship and go to the building to the north. Climb up the bamboo ladder. Speak to 50 Ships Mufasa and select option 1, yes, where do I sign up? Speak to Brass Hand Harry for 5 broken hands. Click on each broken hand to take them apart for a different piece. Use any piece on a different piece to start a puzzle. You need to move the pieces, rotate, and turn them until it looks like the image I put up on screen. Make sure the pieces are facing the correct way and line up correctly with the outline on the left side of your interface. Once you got it, the interface should close by itself, and you have a fully formed brass hand in one piece in your inventory. Just a quick tip, if you think you got it or it looks like you got it but it's not doing anything, try flipping the piece at the bottom around. Even though it looks the same, it does matter. After assembling the hand, speak to Brass Hand Harry to receive an ink pad and paper. Use the ink pad on the brass hand to get an inky hand. Use the inky hand on the paper, then speak to Brass Hand Harry to receive Brass Hand Harry's mark. Go to his area at the Port Khazard docks. Put on your Ghostspeak amulet, right click the Ghost Captain, and choose Travel to go to Dragontooth Island. Head to the northeast corner of the island. Wear your Fishbowl Helmet and diving apparatus, then dive using the chain here. Swim around until you find a Cramulet and catch it. It should be the only yellow dot on your minimap that's not on the ship. It'll say in your chat box that you catch it and take the key that is holding. Get on the ship. Climb up the stairs to the west. Open a chest to get a crowbar and climb down the stairs. Climb down a ladder to the east. Go west and dig at the mess a couple of times until you uncover an idol, then take the idol to receive it in your inventory. Head back to Bill Teach's ship and Mostly Harmless, you can just teleport out. Cross the gangplank. Speak to Bill Teach and select option 1 to speak about rocking out to exchange the idol for his mark. Go to the Brimhaven Agility Arena. You can get near there by using the Karamja Lodestone or an Amulet Glory to teleport to Musa Point. Speak to Captain Izzy Nobeard and select option 1 to talk about rocking out. You can destroy the ink pad and inky hand. Go to the building in the southeast corner of Remington. Deposit all your items using the locker, then speak to a customs sergeant to get arrested again. Click on the bed to search it for a crude lockpick. Use the crude lockpick on your cell door to get out. Defeat one of the customs officer and it'll drop your uniform. Be sure to pick that up and put it on. Open door to south and climb the stairs. Climb the stairs to east to go to the top floor. Open door to the west and fish the dialogue to get into the room. Open the middle cabinet on the northernmost row and select option 1, which should be yes, wanted to fish. If it gives you another option, you're probably looking at the wrong cabinet. Speak to the locker officer to receive a brooch. If he doesn't give you a brooch, once again, you may have grabbed the wrong thing from the wrong cabinet. Go back to Brimhaven Agility Arena. Speak to Captain Izzy Nobeard and select option 1, talk about rocking out to receive his mark. Head to any bank and you need to take out the other 4 marks that you receive. So Bill Teach, Frank, Brasshand Harry, and Braindeath. And of course, you have the 5th one from Izzy already in your inventory. Do not take out anything except the 5 marks. If you're missing any of these, you probably didn't complete that section of the quest and you would have to go back. This video is separated using timestamps indicating which part was for who, in case you need that. Head back to the building in the southeast corner of Remington. Speak to the customs sergeant to receive a file and put all your marks in there by using 1 mark on it. Speak to the custom sergeant again to give him the file. Speak to the custom sergeant one more time to get sent back to prison. Click on the bed and search it for a crude lockpick and use it on your cell door to get out. Defeat one of the customs officers and they'll drop their uniform. Be sure to pick that up and wear it. Open the door to the south and climb the stairs. Climb the stairs to the east to go to the top floor. Open the door to the west and finish the dialogue to get into that room. Speak to the locker officer to get the file back. Go back downstairs to your cell. Right click the door to your cell and choose open. Shout through the barred window to your east and finish that dialogue for a cutscene. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future videos to come if you haven't already. There are also links in the description below for our Patreon, donation link, Twitter, and Discord where you can interact with me. Donations can also be directly made through YouTube now. Thanks option near like button below the video. Catch you later. Peace.